Alright guys, welcome to another coaching video on Alpha Zone Secrets. It's your Raz here on this beautiful lovely day, and I'm just driving after an amazing session in the gym, guys. And today's coaching video, I want to talk about my results that I'm finding on semen retention. So I've been actually, there's been a lot of I did a video on semen retention. Actually, there's been a lot of talk on, you know, whether it works, and a lot of others have been looking at the data and no set in stone evidence. But I've been doing it for weeks now, so I just want to give you an update on what I found doing semen retention. And you only get this kind of information, this kind of vlogs on Alpha Zone Secrets, guys. So please, just before I go into crack into this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and please consider subscribing to my channel. A lot of good content are coming up for the manosphere and for all men out there. Channel is dedicated to personal development and is dedicated to being a better man, personal development, and for all men out there, information that you will need to be a better man and stay alpha. So semen retention, guys, I've been doing this for a while now, so a couple of weeks, maybe near enough a month, and you know, I've watched vlogs on the various channels, and people have mixed reviews about it. You know, some people have looked through the data on semen retention, and there's been certain data and studies done on it kind of raising testosterone, and then there's arguments against it raising testosterone. Does it raise testosterone? Some studies have shown it does slightly raise testosterone. Then people are arguing it doesn't actually create the entire benefits that it doesn't create. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to drive in traffic, and some of these people cannot drive, so sorry about that. Basically, the results show that there's a slight increase in testosterone and other benefits of good skin, more energy, things like that, more power. And people are saying it's not set in stone evidence, because this kind of semen retention thing started to go around, and you get a lot of people talking about it, and some are pro, some are against, some are saying it doesn't work, some are saying it does work. So what have I found about semen retention? Guys, it's an extremely difficult thing to do. Okay? Now, it's an extremely difficult thing to do, and it would be an extremely difficult thing to do if you are in a committed relationship, or you don't have the discipline to control yourself, guys. You know, you must have the discipline to control yourself, obviously. So there are possible incidents of relapse. Sometimes I wanted to relapse because, you know, it drives you crazy. It's a bit like Star Trek, and you know, when he does the pot and fart in Star Trek and he goes crazy, and I don't know if you ever saw that episode, but Kirk has to take him to the planet, but something goes wrong with Spock and he's in a bad mood, and Kirk's trying to find out what it is, and he's embarrassed because every 7 years Vulcans have to return home to mate. It's kind of like that. It's a really good analogy of it. Semen retention is like that. That's what starts to happen to you, but your drives get worse, but then you can channel those drives. Okay, so this is what's been happening to me, and this is what I found. This is what I found's been happening to me, is channeling those drives into, you know, channeling those. Like channeling those drives. And sorry guys, these people can't drive, you know, at the moment. There's very dangerous driving going on, so it's like channeling these drives into a good thing. So first thing I've found is that I was getting the urges. It was causing really bad sexual urges to relapse, but then I started to channel that into things that I wouldn't normally do. So I was channeling that into putting my energy elsewhere rather than the sexual thoughts and wanting to fornicate and have sex. So I was channeling it into more things that would benefit me, as in reading, channeling it into reading, channeling it into educating myself. Then I started to channel it into training harder and just putting more effort and putting more of that aggression into my training. And guys, already I've had comments, serious comments of random people about the changes in my physique, you know. So the change in my physique, people saying you've got more shape, are you on a diet? And I haven't been on any diet, I haven't been doing anything different, I've just been training more aggressively. And I've found under semen retention, 100% guys, 100%, this is my personal opinion, it's not sensitive data science, but in my opinion I'm feeling sky high powerful guys, then I'm more powerful than I've ever felt in the gym before. My lifts are up. I hadn't deadlift for a while. The deadlift has increased, the squats increased, bench presses increased, shape's looking better. So definitely my strength gains in the gym have drastically come on. You know, they've come on a ton. I'm feeling more energetic during the day, and I feel like I want to, even after heavy hardcore training sessions, I don't want to sit about. I want to channel that energy into good positive things that are going to drive me, things that are going to develop me. So that this is one of the benefits I'm personally finding. My skin has looked better, guys. Honestly, awesome. It's looked awesome. It's looked better. The sun's out in Glasgow today, so it's making me feel better as well. Positively, another result of that is when you get in and you train and you exercise, you get the mental benefits of it. You feel more positive. You know, you feel more up for life and more up for doing things. You know, whereas with this lockdown and everything, people have felt more depressed. So that's another direct effect, obviously, of doing semen retention. Another effect of semen retention is your mind starts to go off. Your mind starts to go off wandering and having that drive. So the drive it doesn't kill it, but it starts to become more controllable. So you start controlling that drive. Even when attractive women pass by you, they don't affect you in the same way as they used to affect you. You know, when it used to affect you, you know, you would just be like, oh, look at her. You know, you wouldn't be able to resist looking at women and being affected by them, like with that sexual desire. But it starts to take that away. You start to be more in control of ignoring them and just being focused on you and your awareness, focused on you, and you're not, when you see attractive women, it doesn't faze you. Like, I was in the gym and there was 2 or 3 provocative looking girls and dressed provocatively, trained provocatively, deliberately walking by you guys. And you need to know game in the gym, guys. You need to know the signs of what females do to get your attention. They are complete attention seekers, and that's why you want to subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to tell you about all that from personal experience as well, and from learning all this over months and months and months and years of understanding female psychology. You're talking to a guy that's went through 2 long-term relationships, 2 long-term harsh breakups, and you get first-hand experience of women's psychology. But anyway, we're digressing here. So yeah, it takes away those urges, makes you more powerful, makes you more in control. Another part of semen retention I've started to find, guys, is people start to pick up there's something different about you, especially the female. Okay, even these girls that are stuck up, or they think they're stuck up, or they think there's God gift, you know, they can be a guys, they can be a 6 on the scale and still love themselves, as women do, because of social media and the way society's treating women nowadays. Women have so much more options. Women have so much more options than guys nowadays. Okay, so even a 6 could probably get, you know, even a 6 could probably get so many more options. So that's why these females walk like they command the entire planet, the entire world, and they really don't. So you shouldn't put them on a pedestal. So, you know, even these kind of females that are walking about are now taking notice, coming right to where I'm training, and training right behind me, watching, trying to get noticed, taking their hair out. Guys, this is what God's honest truth. This is what I'm noticing. Right behind the bench, when there's hundreds of other benches, because semen retention does something, mate. It's like pheromones. They sniff it. They sniff there's something different about you. They sniff there's something alpha and controlled about you. Okay, and this really helps your state, guys, as well. This really helps you develop discipline and not be a slave to your sexual desires. You want to master yourself, and that's why I've spent a lot of time trying to master myself this year. I've got faults, guys, you know, and I always work in it, and I lead by example. I'm still working my faults, but I'm mastering myself now. Especially the thing I've mastered is my emotions a lot this year, and being non-reactive, which I made a video about. So if you want to check out that video, guys, check out my videos. You can see the video non-reactiveness is very important aspect of your development if you want to be in control, be an alpha male. It's a very, very important trait that you should develop. So yeah, I find all these benefits, guys, of semen retention. Eventually down the line, your desire doesn't die, but your desire becomes more controlled. So you don't feel the desire to go and do stupid things, go into lower consciousness, sleep around with girls, fornicate. It takes that away, so you're more controlled. You're controlled into things that you should be doing to develop yourself, getting your money up, guys, getting your health up, training hard, getting your physique where you want it, eating well. So it channels it, you know. And I don't know, there's a great book on money. It's a very famous book, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, and there's a chapter on the transmutation of sex energy. So he basically says a similar thing about transmuting that energy, that drive for sex, into channeling it into something that's more important, that's going to benefit you down the long run. That obviously getting your money up, becoming more developed, putting that energy you're going to spend chasing women, because the sexual desire is so strong. Men make it their path and purpose to chase women, and you should never be chasing women. That should be your path and purpose, guys. Not even with your long-term relationship. You should be chasing your path and purpose, whatever your path and purpose is. Be it to the detriment of whether the female agrees with it or not. You should be always on your path and purpose. So this book, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, is an entire chapter dedicated to the transmutation of sex energy, and it's very, very. This book was written ages ago, and it talks about the aspects of semen retention, and that, like retaining your semen, not having sex, not fornicating, not making that your goal. So people argue against semen retention whether it does work, but Napoleon Hill wrote about this in his book, so there must be an element of this that is true. There must be an element of this that works, and I'm certainly feeling the benefits of semen retention. You know, you take away the power, guys. Females have a lot of power in terms of their sex's power. You take that power away, and the man, you should be the king, and the man is the king, and you take that power away, they have nothing. So when you start controlling that power of your desires, you become a better human being. You know, you don't chase after women. You get your game up, you get your success up, you get your money up, you get your life up, you stay healthy, you look healthy, you create an alpha mindset. Because as I say, alpha's not in the body, guys, alpha's in the mind, and I'm still trying to develop alpha traits as well, and that's what I want to give it back to you, is about what I've learned, guys, in my time, and this is what you want to do. So semen retention helps with all this, guys, helps with all this, and I know, as I said, these are the kind of benefits I've been finding. Okay, so power, drive, another big aspect I've been finding is I'm looking for drive to do things during the day. I want to do things during the day, guys. I want to find out my next project. I want to kind of make money. I want to find out how I can make more money. Ideas in my head. It drives you more rather than guys, if you're spanking the monkey, right, and you're spanking the monkey or you're choking the chicken, you know, constantly, you know, that shit's going to drain you, guys. You're sitting there spanking a monkey, toilet roll in the bin, you get lazy, then you start watching Netflix all day. You know, especially if you fat guys, don't watch my video on semen retention and low fat. Watch that. It's not good for your mind, guys. So you start becoming lazy once you release the beast, you know, and not releasing the beast. For me, basically, has really given me some great gains in the gym, and created some biological differences that I really am seeing, guys. Really am seeing. So these are the kind of main things I've noticed. I'll keep doing this, and I'll keep vlogging and giving you my results. And for the coaching videos, guys, if you want to see the semen retention, more of the semen retention video I did, you can look at the videos on the links, guys. There's more videos there that you can watch. And I'll go into depth about semen retention and no fat. So I will be putting more coaching videos up on how so far I'm finding it. I will be doing some videos on training as well, and how I'm looking and how I've developed through using semen retention, guys. So with that, I'm going to end this video here, guys. Hope you enjoyed the coaching video today on my results on semen retention so far, guys. If you did like the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a like, because if you like my video, guys, it helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps get my videos out, and it supports my channel. And I've got a lot of good content coming up for you guys, as in personal development content and alpha content. And also, please consider subscribing to my channel. Guys, you can go and subscribe to hundreds of channels, but you're just subscribing, you're not learning off it. So you'll be learning off my channel. We'll learn together as we go along, you know. And I want to kind of be the sort of Scottish flagship guy that brings men back to how men should be, you know, because, guys, society is just emasculating us, and we need to create a movement, and this is what this channel's about, and it's to re-emasculate men and debunk, you know, what we've been told by the mainstream narrative. And this is what this channel's about, and to get the truths out, and make men aware of the truth, and, you know, what being really alpha is, and the misconception behind toxic masculinity. And I'm going to go into all that, talking about masculinity, red pill and stuff like that as well. You know, guys, I learned this stuff, I learned all this stuff through the years, you know, watching these coaching videos. And obviously I kind of had prior knowledge of this myself. I was always kind of had these kind of traits, knew women's psychology. Even when I used to go into bars and clubs, guys, I knew about things like, you know, don't give them attention, not looking at them when you're in bars and clubs, making them go wild. I knew all these kind of game tricks, which I only knew later on were game tricks, not buying them drinks, knowing their psychology. I've always innately known that. So we're going to go on to talk about that, and, you know, just not displaying beta behaviours in these bars and clubs. So I always knew that, and I had an innate instinct for that. So, you know, so with that, I'm going to end this video, guys. Please subscribe to the video, please like it, and we'll see you in the next coaching video. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next coaching video on Alpha Zone Secrets. Shiraz out.